Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Ismail Shifwala from Rahani School, a learner, a teacher, a personal setting level 1 student. Today we are going to talk about time management. So without any further delay, let's head over to Maya. Today we have discussed about time management. Are you ready?
Ready.
How do you manage your time effectively in your daily life?
I like to start by setting 3 or 4 main priorities for the day. So I don't overwhelm myself. I break bigger tasks into smaller steps. And I try to block off chunks of time instead of multitasking. And I keep short check-ins with myself. Like, is this still the most important thing right now? Simple, but it keeps me focused.
Okay, so my second question, what are your top 3 priorities when planning your day?
First, I pick the one task that absolutely must get done. Something with a real consequence if it slips. Second, I look at anything time sensitive, like calls or deadlines. Third, I set aside a little recovery or buffer time. Because things always take longer than expected, don't they? That way I don't burn out too quickly.
Okay, so my next question, how do you avoid wasting time on social media or other distraction?
Yeah, that's a big one. I try to make it harder to fall into the trap, like notifications off, phone out of reach when I'm working. If I notice myself reaching for it, I pause and ask, am I actually resting or just scrolling? If it's not intentional rest, I swap it for something quick that refreshes me. A short stretch, some water, or just walking around a bit.
Okay, so my next question, do you follow a daily schedule or to-do list?
Yeah. Kind of a hybrid. I keep a loose schedule for the day so the big rocks are placed, but I use a to-do list to stay flexible if something moves around. Too rigid and it backfires. Too loose and I drift. So I try to balance the two.
Okay, my next question, what is the biggest time management mistake people make?
I'd say trying to do everything, treating all tasks as equal. When everything's urgent, nothing really is. Deciding what's important versus what's merely loud. That's the core shift people miss.
Okay, my next question is, what do you balance work, learning, family, and personal time?
Carefully and honestly, imperfectly. I try to batch work into focused blocks, protect family time like it's an appointment, and slot learning into small pockets, and keep personal time sacred. Not huge chunks every day, but consistent, protected moments.
Okay, my next question. Okay. What advice would you give to students who struggle with time management?
I'd tell them start small. 1 planner page, 3 priorities max, and short study bursts with clear breaks. Stop aiming for the perfect schedule. Aim for repeatable routines. And review what worked at the end of the day. Tiny adjustments, not overhauls. Students learn that way, faster and with less stress.
Okay, my next question. How can someone develop a strong habit of managing time?
By practicing consistency. Same check-in time each day, same simple rules, and tracking progress in small, visible ways. Over time, the routine feels natural, not forced. and you forgive slips fast. Then a reset that keeps it sustainable instead of strict.
Okay. My next question is, what tools or app do you use organize your time?
I keep it pretty light. A simple calendar, a basic task list, and reminders for the essentials. Nothing fancy. The best tool is the review habit. 5 minutes at day's end to see what worked and what didn't. That reflection keeps the next day sharper.
Okay, my last question. What is one simple time management tip that everyone should start to using today?
Try the 2-minute start. If something takes under 2 minutes, do it now. If it's bigger, just start it. Those tiny starts add up fast. It's oddly powerful how much momentum that simple rule creates.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Take care, Allah Hafiz.
You're welcome. Take care.